It's been as low as the mid 20s up until the low 70s.
It's been pretty interesting to me. I found out that like there's some crazy shit happening in Canada right now. I don't know if you're aware.
Depends on what it is.
There's like crazy storms causing like Louisiana style flooding
Oh,
in Canada right now.
just
Like
like,
people are a lot of people are dead. A lot of people are like struggling. A lot of people lost their homes.
just unexpected, man. Just like,
Well, the crazy thing is that it's like right above us. So like
oh, it was in
northern
like
Washington,
Vancouver or something?
yeah, northern Washington is being affected by it.
Hmm.
And I did notice where it was kind of like, oh wow, like it had the other day. It didn't rain a lot by Seattle standards. It still wasn't a crazy rainfall, but it was out of the normal. And now it all makes sense because there's crazy shit happening out here. It's like so wild. We've had like there's already been multiple years where there have been brush fires so big that like the horizon glows orange for a couple days. Um, crazy snow and hail and stuff like that. So it's definitely like the realm of possibilities when it comes to environment and atmosphere. Oh boy, I'm back.
Are you gonna do any drawing?
I will in a little bit. I'm just stretching, finishing this little sandwich here.
Oh, okay. Okay, so title
I
screen.
don't know how often it happens to you, but I'll like forget to eat until I'm like stomach is like eating itself. I'm like, oh shit.
Do you just mean like your stomach is rumbling somewhere?
No, like
Uh,
like it's painful
hmm.
now. Like I can ignore the rumbling. I do,
Yeah, I
and
do
I just brush it
sometimes.
off. And then like just now, like I had those meetings, and I hadn't even been awake that long. But I guess I was already drained when I woke up, and I had the meeting, and then it's just like right after the meeting, so I was like, holy shit! All of a sudden, when I stopped doing what I had to do, like I had a moment to just feel what my body was feeling, and it felt like there was like very painful, not like a grumbling stomach. Like I could almost, you know how like when you feel like your stomach it has nothing in it, so it starts just eating itself because it's got nothing in it.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. I mean, obviously, it's a very exaggerated feeling. It's not like I've been walking in the Sahara for 3 days, you know.
Yeah,
But still.
and your stomach doesn't literally eat itself. Um,
Well, so that's interesting. I've
I
heard that your stomach acid is actually powerful enough to do that, but keeping it constantly busy with other stuff is what keeps it. Not the only thing, but because supposedly stomach acid can like deteriorate concrete and stuff.
I don't
And
know.
like sometimes if you can have like stomach acid come up, like your stomach has a lining to it, right?
Yeah,
But that lining can deteriorate, and then there's no barrier between that and the acid. You can throw up, and that acid goes up, and then it burns like your throat irreparably. It could be, like pretty wild what's inside of our bodies. We can harness this ability. We can spit venom.
Jesus. Um, all right, back to making a game.
No, after
Uh,
that, back to small talk.
I guess displaying of a high score. That's what I was gonna do. Saving high scores. How about it?
Save me one. Remember that?
So no. So you can get a high score if I really don't know what you're talking about.
Or there's some stupid shit in like middle school, high school where people would like, I don't know, they put like their fingers behind your neck and just like whip it really quick. They're like, "Save me one, fool." This is such a stupid. It was
Doesn't
like
even
such
make
a
sense.
kid. It doesn't. It never made sense. How
Yeah,
much of the fucking shit people do make sense? First of all,
especially in middle school.
we we did skiggity wiggity, and that was in high school.
Yeah, but that was because we were just like, let's make up our own high five. It had a
Exactly.
purpose.
To us, sure.
Yeah.
Everybody else would be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" They'd be like, "No, it makes no sense. It doesn't."
It's not
There's
like it
no
became a
room for.
thing. Dude.
Well, it didn't become a normal thing,
What?
but it did become a thing in the sense that we did it periodically over time. There were several times throughout the years where we did skiggity wiggity.
Oh yeah, I mean,
It wasn't just in high school,
like
but
a
it didn't become.
like a thing like to other people, you know?
Oh, I don't think that was ever the goal, was it?
No, no. Um, so let's see. I guess when you die, that's your high score. Or when you, I don't know. I don't know if I should reward death like that. If you just if you just get a high score and then give up playing. I don't know.
How the heck did it know if you gave up?
I'm just saying that's a possibility. It doesn't have to know whether or not you give up.
Wait, so you're saying high scores reward death?
No. But you only have to try just hard enough to beat the previous high score.
Oh yeah,
And
that's already
then
established.
you can give up
Yeah.
because you got the high score.
I mean, I doubt that's the mentality of people who do that because it's
Probably
like,
not. They probably want to get just enough to know that someone else can't beat it.
yeah, you know what? I was thinking about that too because that would be the smart thing, right? To like, well, let me just make a lead big enough for other people not to immediately catch it, but short enough for me to be able to beat it. And at that point, you're like Dash from the fucking Incredibles when he went to race at the end. And they're like, "Go, Dash! Go. No, no, not too fast. I'll slow down, slow down. You're almost there. Win, lose by that much." You know, like you can't just decide that. It's like that would remind me of one of those videos that I would see where like it's a fucking marathon, right? Like miles of running, and then they're right at the finish line. There's a small group getting close, and the one who has a huge lead starts slowing down, raising their arms, like I made it, and then someone else just whoosh zips right by.
Who would do that right before the finish line?
There's a surprising amount of videos that show this. One of the first ones I saw was on a bicycle. I think it was like a French race, and he had a lead, and everyone else was tired, so everyone was just coasting, and he was right there. So he gets his hands off the wheel. He lifts his hands up in the air like I did it. He loses control of the bike. It fucking slams
Oh,
into the
okay, that's
ground. He
different.
falls.
Yeah.
Everybody else just passes him, and he's just like. By the time he gets up and back on his bike, like 20 people have passed him, and you could
Yeah.
see how crushed he was. Like he wanted to just like sit there and cry. Like it was so bad.
Yeah. You realize you're an idiot. A little bit.
That's the that's the worst part. Like you can be mad at something that happened that was out of your control, but man, does it hurt worse when you know it was well within your control.
Yeah. Was that like half a second of relief worth it? Right. And of course it wasn't.
Exactly.
After the fact, it never is.
And it's to show off.
Okay.
They've done that happens in sports a lot too, just in general. I've seen a few in football where they start trying to showboat or like doing like a little dance while they're getting close to the end zone and they just
Yeah.
get tackled like 1 foot before. That's in the movie. Like, enough showboating, got off the damn field.
That's when the coach rips you a new one.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just whatever the high score is, or anytime a level ends somehow. I guess that's
Coach,
good enough.
mine was getting kind of old. I was just wondering,
Reset level.
could you rip me a new one? It's like their coach has an underground VCD business. Subtitles don't work on this. Rip me a new one. God damn
Next level.
it. VCDs. What a short-lived time frame of things.
For sure. Reset level.
I could probably feel like that team of people that worked on that were so pissed. They worked for like years of like, oh man, it took us this long to come up with a CD. It's gonna be a while before they come up with the next storage space. Let's devote the rest few years of coming up with a more efficient way of storing data on this same amount of storage space. We'll be revolutionary. It comes out a couple of years later. Oh yeah, that we doubled that space. We quadrupled it. We got a new one coming next week. This is
Yeah.
pointless.
I mean, the concept was still the same. They just adapted it to a bigger disc.
Well, I used a different laser. I know that much.
Yeah, but I mean the data storage of like putting video on a CD. It's like, okay, now you just put it on DVD.
Oh yeah. But you only had to do that because of the space. Like the VCD was more about its compression than it was just storing it. Because I mean, with any storage media, you can just directly drag and drop. That was at a time where you had to basically make the CD bootable on a DVD player.
Hmm.
If you had one of those swap magic things, I think you had a swap magic at one point. You could read direct files from the CD on like a console or something. I remember the VCD format.
People made all kinds of tools.
You couldn't. I don't remember there being a player for VCD because it was meant to be read by a DVD player, I believe.
Yeah, some DVD players had the capabilities. They even had some of them even had I forgot music, like some audio players could play music as MP3s from the CD as like reading files instead of having to burn it as a music CD. That used to be a thing. Because you'd have this CD that was like, you can burn it as a music CD so you can fit like 20 songs on it, or you can burn it with a bunch of MP3 files and you can hold 1,000 songs on it.
Right. Remember when they tried to make like turning CDs into USBs? Where they're like, oh, check out the new album. Grab this USB. It's got all the songs on it. So it was like a USB of the size just big enough to hold all that.
Yeah.
And like there was even a time where car radio players had that USB port for this, and it would read the whole album from it.
That's where MP3 players came from, anyway.
Yeah, I guess so. Some of the coolest ones where the MP3 player was the USB drive. So you just plug in the whole MP3 player. Alright, time to
check this save score. I guess it's just player prefs. Let's see. How slow is that? I'm not gonna do it every time. Special text, create text, so load next level. there's gotta be like a level end. I guess I can work on the retry thing instead. Kind of want to solidify how a level ends, more or less. So that's another way a level could end. So I'll at least do that. So instead of let's say we have an empty game object. That's going to be the game over to the object UI text. Just italics. Is this gonna work correctly? I think it is. Okay. You died. Okay. What's that? Come
Get my free go.
There we go. Got connected there.
Yeah.
Why is
Just
that?
start up that pretzel rocks.
Going over.
It's a good website.
No idea.
Stream Safe Music. I sent you the link. We'll put it on Super Game Bros too.
Like years ago.
Years.
Literally years. I can count the years. 1.
Great, good job, man. He's pretty annoying, it is. Found it out. Michael.
Should I do something like the title screen buttons?
Ah.
It's a little too exciting there.
Nuts.
I'll make this even bigger, I guess. How big is that? It's not bad. Why does this font look so bad?
this guy? I like it.
What in the hell is this? Where do I go right now? What is this thing snapping to?
I don't think that Maverick movie's ever coming out.
Yeah, they kind of blew it. The hype's over now.
Yeah. Hype's been gone. I mean, it was gonna be rough for when it had originally intended to come out, even had the pandemic not happened, which I'm sure is still a huge deciding factor because movie theaters in general took a big hit.
Oh yeah.
If anything, they kind of screwed themselves because when everything was shutting down and people couldn't go there, they started their own streaming services, and now people like the convenience of these streaming services. And now to get them back into the theater is going to be even more difficult because of the success of their other venture. I mean, people still go. There are some occasions, right? And there are also other things that people do at theaters. They host events apparently at theaters. Like Fathom is a company
Oh yeah.
that does events at movie theaters,
Mhm.
and it'll be for whatever case, right? Who knows what it's about, but it's there.
And you could also rent it out for private parties, which is also a cool thing.
Mhm. -106.
Are you
Okay.
Can you share your screen?
I did.
No, you didn't.
Over, you
This.
piece of shit.
Should add
Oh man, you should see the dialogue in David Winsand's game. Fucking
Really?
crazy. So he's also doing like a shoot 'em up game as well, but his is like interesting because it's like after the first shoot 'em up level, they're like, "Congratulations, you saved Earth again," and he like flies past the moon with the American flag on it, and then it shows the ship going into the Earth, and then it shows the guy like at like a hangar or something, like getting out of the ship and like getting into his car, and then it goes to like an overhead old school GTA type of game where he's like driving around town.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah, but like the initial dialogue, yeah, is cool idea. But the initial dialogue was funny because it's like it was very similar to like the intro with like, you know, you've got enemies up ahead or something like that. Is like some woman comes on the radio and is like, come in, like we like report status on your mission, and he's like, you slut. I'm just gonna do my job. I don't give a shit. And she was like, don't talk to me like that. You're gonna be court-martialed and shit. He's like, you know you like it. I'm gonna come like smack that ass. I'm like, dude, taking some liberties. Pretty hilarious. I guess we should quit. Should we retry? I don't want those backgrounds. Should I do the same thing again? I think so. I'm gonna go back to Photoshop again. Where's Photoshop? Did I close it? Where did I put that stuff? Old project. Port. Here we go. Menu items. Retry. Let's shrink this thing. What? Oh, okay. Not really correct. That was better. Let me add the quit text. Just I guess I could just load. No, that won't look right. Guess that's what it has to look like. Transform.
Boy must live.
You sounded like
I still don't understand what's up with Dobby. Like Dumbledore?
Oh. That reminded me of just the sound of the like flatu whatever from Small Soldiers.
Oh yeah. Archer,
Oh yeah. Exactly.
where are we to go? What's beyond that?
Just a river and stream and stuff.
And beyond that.
I don't know. The
And
mountains.
beyond that.
And beyond that, woohoo! And he's just like, shit, I don't know. Gorgon, yes.
Must be. No, it's Costco.
What to eliminate the impossible? All you are left with is
Gorgon.
I read that on the internet. Oh, I left off. No. Well, I didn't even erase properly. What the fudge?
Properly?
Yeah. There's like remnants of shit here. Remnants.
Button retry. Man, I was just... quit. Normal. Why does it keep doing that? Quit. Okay. Back here. These buttons are taking off the spread. No, I'm adding a different spread. I'm getting rid of the text actually. Yeah, that's
not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. There was time now.
Kind of small. That was unexpected. Let's show what size that is. 137. Let's do 138. 550. Okay.
It's the wrong key again.
I guess I can add a game over controller, or just use level manager. Level manager? Oh no, I shouldn't do that. Okay. Forgot how I was doing this. Oh yeah. Public void play update sound. No, play hover sound. Public audio clip. Hover sound. Sound effect play hover sound. There's that, and then there's confirm. There's also confirm sound. Confirm sound. A lot of this is just exactly the same from the other motor control. I wonder if I could just use the same thing and add more functions to it. I'll just do that. Don't save. Menu controller. Sounds. Where are my sounds at? Effects. Menus. Select. Confirm. Overlay doesn't do anything. Flicker rate. Oh. Confirmed button. I should probably do something about that. Alright, menu controller. So if overlay, let's do that. I think so then it looks the intro scene. Flicker counter plus plus. Interesting. Time is 2, 3. Flicker time minus ones if flicker time is less than 0, then do something. Okay. So then I'm gonna have to do like a confirm action. Confirm action. And it's gonna be new game, retry, quit, and then confirm action. How I'm setting this is through equals this, then new game, then do this. Jeez. Else if confirm action equals try.
Oh, how'd you like synchronic?
Okay.
Thanks, Molly.
Overall, thought it was okay. I liked it more in the first half than I did in the second half.
Why?
What the hell is this? Oh. What is all this? I just noticed like all these notifications. I don't usually have that many. I'm not popular, so it's just weird. All right. Mostly because I don't know. I think they just like didn't do the time travel as well as they could have.
I agree. I agree with that. I agree they should have explored the actual mechanic of it more. There definitely seems to be some kind of lore established, at least in the director's minds. It is part of a greater universe in terms of their movies in general.
Really?
Yeah. So pretty much all of their movies exist in the same universe, and each one of their movies deals with something crazy. So there's also Resolution, The Endless.
The End. Oh, okay. That's part of that?
Yep.
Oh, so I know that The Endless, I watched that one first, and then I realized that they added like characters in that movie that had their own entire movie that they were a part of. And I just basically looked that up, and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Doesn't really make sense why how they ended up in the same universe, I guess. But still interesting to try and tie it together like that. I feel like it kind of breaks it a little because the tie-in seemed a little forced. I don't know. I didn't watch it, the first one.
Oh yeah. It's not. It's not. You have to see the other movies. It is something that I would agree that like, yeah, maybe they didn't have it from the entire idea from day one, but who does really?
Mm-hmm.
Spend like 10 years, coming up with that convoluted story. It seems like they're pretty good at weaving them together, though. In terms of like, yeah, there's always going to be that element of the mystery box because that's kind of how it works too. But I just like their movies because they're cool. Like the concept that they talk about, like they handle time in different ways in different movies, and it's not always about time.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought you would like it a little bit more. I mean, it's good that you didn't hate it, I guess.
I like the original concept of the fact that you could, by taking this psychoactive drug, your brain could perceive time in a different way.
I mean, it's definitely more than perceiving it.
Yeah, it definitely was. Even though the guy, like the scientist, was like, it's the way you perceive time, but it really was that fucking time, like your entire body, literally, like fucking,
you're there,
got displaced. Yeah.
I think when he was talking about perceiving time, he may have been referring to like just how what you think time is doesn't work that way.
Yeah. So this is gonna be. I'll click. How am I doing this? Confirm new game. Confirm.
I also think the story in general was really good. Of like
the story between the characters and stuff, and that all that stuff, that was pretty good. That I liked too.
Yeah, like even if you take all the crazy stuff about it, that core story, it's really good. Like you care about these characters, you understand why they're so committed to helping each other out. They explain like their kind of like mental turmoil that they're in while the movie goes along, and you relate to it, right? Like it's because they're like these guys are getting older and thinking about stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Comparing two different ideals and like perceptions of one another, like, oh, I wish I had that life. Oh, you think I have this life, but it's really like this, yada yada.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of like friends who were in that situation.
Yeah.
The grass is always greener. Kind of a deal.
In the end, it all sucks.
So this kind of always does the same thing. Oh, except now it does confirm action equals new game. Confirm action equals continue. So continue is different.
Continue?
So this is always the same. So that, and this is just quit, and this is retry. Oops, retry. Level manager. I guess on start, I'm gonna get int last save world, last save level, player prefs. I'm gonna use player prefs for now. Get int. Get world. Default value 1. Wait, does that return? Okay, yeah. So last save world. Level. If probably remove the continue button, or continue will just go to new game. Kind of looks weird. If last saved world is 1 and I just wrote the word and last saved is 1. Do I have a button? Continue button. Get that really quick. Title. Continue. Can I rename this real quick? Does that break anything? Nope. Okay. Oh, do that. before confirm button. Makes other decisions. Here, level manager instance. World equals world. I'll say world. Level manager instance. Level equals constant. Level. Oh, level manager doesn't exist. I'll continue. So that I manually load the. Damn, that's tough. Alright, I'll figure out a way around that. I could put level manager here. Guess it doesn't do anything. Let's see if it doesn't do anything. Is it in the intro scene? It's not. Load scene, customer event chain, scene name. Oh, there is level manager. Let me see. So I can't do that. And then do this. And it should load that scene. Let's see what that does really quick. Yeah, that's what it does. Easy. Last saved level. So this will happen anytime I load next level. Player prefs dot save set int world set int level. Okay. Only on load next level. Am I setting this level? No, I should do that here. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. That's where you started from. All right, let's work out some kinks here. And where is this player pref stuff saving? In the editor. Null reference. Score text. Canvas. None of this stuff exists. Okay. text. Should probably put that in here. Fife BLB. Love the name. Shit. What's happening here? Transform. Oh, camera's not set. Yeah, I heard about that. It's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. I don't know why. Oh, okay. Continue is disabled. Cool. How do I set it to... I mean, eventually they'll just hide like all negative comments ever. So that everything's about feel good all the time, no matter what. Do disabled sprite. Disabled. What the hell does disabled mean? In this context, specifically. Yeah. Let's see if that becomes disabled. If interactable is the... Oh, it is. Cool. Very nice. That would be disabled. Point. Oops. Forgot I was still working on that. So then I guess I can test. Can't do that. Where is it? Where is it? Is it inside level? Yeah. Okay, quit, retry. It has color tint, no, sprite swap. So, we'll see, highlighted, pressed, and quit hover, and quit hover. Oh, and this one is quit normal. And retry, sprite swap. Retry, hover, and normal. I think that's what I did. And then they both get an event trigger. Add new event type on pointer. Enter. Shit, this is supposed to be menu controller, which is now on the canvas. I didn't put it anywhere. No, it's on game over. Menu controller. Play hover sound. Okay, and this is the quick button. Become a Unity game in a playable state. That's a good accomplishment. Play hover sound. Retry button. Alright, and for both, no, not really. But they both should have this property, this thing, menu controller, confirm, quit. Okay. And this guy will just do confirm, try. There's the retry button. And this is the quit button. And this thing can go away. Runtime only, off. It's weird, runtime only. Okay. Although that works. Oh, okay. Works pretty well. Do you often switch up which parts of the piece that you're drawing? Or working on?
Yeah, I get a feel. I get a feel for the area, especially when I'm adding details. I like to like block everything out, like general shapes. Like if you, I really go by what something I learned from one of my teachers in Art Institute was you draw from the generals to the specific. It helps with composition and everything. So you just you block everything out in its simplest form first, and it actually applies to coding a lot too. You block everything out in its simplest forms, and then you do stages of detail. So I first made like big old rectangles, general shape. Is it fat and wide, short? Is it tall, long? Is it a weird shape? And then I went back in and started drawing like, okay, well now these lines need to all be straight, so they need to all follow a vanishing point. So that's when I drew those vanishing green lines. Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, well, let me block it out further in the right perspective. I'm like, okay, well, now that I get the right perspective, now I can put more detail into the actual shape of the building, which is what I did when the last pass I did with with the outlines. And now, since everything is kind of blocked out, I can just I'm scrolling over everything, adding detail here and there. But you got to keep moving, or else you're gonna have one area full of detail, and then everything
Yeah.
else will look weird.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it
So
makes sense. Yeah, you do it in
yeah,
passes.
exactly.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense. I was just wondering if like you get like bored with I don't want to do like coloring buildings today. I'm just gonna work on this other ship over here.
That's a part of it too, but I can't do any coloring until all this is set up because I would just be doing work that I'm
Uh
gonna
huh.
undo in a minute.
That's true too. Yeah. So this is actually high score level. This will be score. Text. Score value. And high score value. Okay. This goes left aligned, set to 0. And this goes same place, set to 0. Well, also left aligned. And just gonna increase that just a bit because the scores can get it pretty big. Okay. And then this thing is going to have to be completely disabled from the beginning. And then enabled when I die. Yeah, okay. So let's do here. Do game over. Just do that. And what I'll do is say, first of all, pause entrance. And then, what is it? Main camera, find the canvas, find game over, camera dot transform over camera transform find game canvas find game over game over. So the high score is whatever is currently saved as the high score. Which I guess I can get right away. Preference player prefs get high score. Text for value game over dot find value get component text value dot text equals value. Score to string. Current score. Nice. And then if score is greater than high score, refs dot set int high score. No, score. And now that's a uint. Alrighty, that's cool. And then I'll have the option to do. I also need to enable it. Game over dot game enable dot set active true. And I'm going to assume if it's not active, it will not do all this stuff. Okay, cool. Nice stuff. Alright, let's test it. Oh, I got no score.
Oh, you just went to the next level.
No, I went back, I retried this, it like reset this level, which is fine, but my score isn't adding up because I'm killing stuff all of a sudden. Why is that a thing? Why is that a thing? Points. I feel like that was, that's inside canvas. Camera.transform. If score text is equals null. If score text is null. Oh, okay. Then get the score text. That's a good point. Update score text. Score string, score text. Do it here. If score text is not equal null. Let's do that. If score diff text is not equal null. There. High score saves whenever I see the game over screen. That's still not updating. What the hell? Did I not move this? If score text is null. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Do this. Okay. Here. Okay. So now I have to call game over instead of retry. When I die, player. So let's say die. Is that a thing here somewhere? Retry. That's inside structable maybe. Yeah, here it is. If ship and ship has reset level. What about player? Reset level. Here it is. So this is also game over. Game over. Destructible. Game over. Note, game over. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Oh, man. Do any Christmas shopping yet?
No. I really need to. Starting December is a bad move.
Yeah, I'm glad I got a lot of it done early.
I usually would have already ordered a bunch of stuff.
There's a few more
Kind of
things
hard
I definitely want to get.
Share an Amazon account. Kind of hard.
Oh.
There was most of the years we were like, oh, you know, just don't look at Amazon for the next week. Like, so we'll split up the week. Like, oh, this week I'm doing all my stuff. Don't look at anything. One time it was funny because she got me something like a computer case, and she had ordered it. And she told me not to open any packages that came for us. I was like, all right, sure. But it was one of those sellers where like the packaging is the box of the product. So they just put like a,
Oh God.
They just put like the shipping label on top of the computer case. And it's like, oh, computer case. Cool.
That's so.
Also, it's really
dumb.
shitty for thievery. Like, people would steal that shit easy.
Yeah, exactly. No package should be marked.
Don't mind if I do it. Yeah.
But like, yeah, when you order from a company and not Amazon, they tend to try to put their name on the.
Well, it was Amazon. It was just I don't know what the hell the rule. Usually, it's in an Amazon box.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's
supposed
just
to be
directly. Mm-hmm. Not all of it. I think it depends on how big it is because they only have standardized sizes for that stuff.
Title cannot be loaded because it's not part of the whatever bullshit. Okay.
Why does this shit keep happening? God damn.
One, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 2, 1. Interesting. Okay, now all the scenes are there. So let me go ahead and beat a level, I guess. I'll beat level 4. That's easy. Alright, now I've advanced to another level. Oh, but I don't think I ever set that anywhere. The actual saving of levels. Shit, yeah. Where did those ships come from? That was weird. 37,000. That's funny. Okay, retry. Should reset my score though. It doesn't. Ooh, it also doesn't resume the damn ships. Alright, that's fine. Quit. Now maybe there's a continue option? Yeah, now there's a continue option. Alright. It's still playing the Alright. Back here. This level is still not. Oh, because level manager persists like forever. Alright, so I do need to say that.
Forever.
Level manager, bro, you gotta do this thing. Yep, okay, so resume that. Is there anything else that's like paused? Next level, create text object, special text, background, speed up, slow down. Score should get reset if you die. If you choose game over or you choose reset. New game resets the level. Retrying resets the level. Continue. Oh, new game doesn't reset the level. So reset the level should just do score equals 0. Okay. I mean, I guess I can just set, no, I can't do that. But on new game, my score should be 0 anyway. If I'm starting the game and it's level 1-1, I can safely set my score to 0. This is kind of hacky and I don't like it, but if level, what am I doing? Scene active scene manager, unity.scene, unity engine, scene management, scene manager active, get active scene dot name. Oh man. Level 1-1 or all this junk. Intro scene, I think it's called. I'm gonna go ahead and say score is 0. And this will be level manager score, and I will also do something. Oh, I don't have to write this. I'll just do instance dot waiting an instance. Right, should never do it from anything other than, oh man, already an hour 26. Alright, so that's resetting scores. Scores are saving. Let's see if high score is receiving. Nope, shouldn't start on that level. Should start on the title level 1. Oh, I'm not getting the high score and displaying it, I guess. So I guess I have to load it on launch. Let's go menu controller. Last saved high score. Player press, build high score. And then level manager instance score. It's not public. Yes, it's not. Last saved high score. Yeah. Okay. So that's all good. I could also display it on the title somewhere. Where would I put a high score? Put it like bottom right for now. Got text, high score, 740, font, four, high score. That shit white. Oh man, you're not gonna be able to read it. I'm gonna make it black here. Maybe yellow? That probably look really bad against this blue, right? Yeah. Maybe black. Score value 0. It's gonna be left aligned. So right there. Cool. Maybe I can eyedropper this color. Oh, that's impossible to see. What about this darker color here? Nope. Stick with black for now. So that is canvas high score value. This is on start. So that's probably not a good idea. I don't want to do that. Why am I doing that? Yeah, that's weird. I just want to show it. And then wake. Hello. Oh, it's already here. High score tech. High score tech. Equals new object. Yeah, I'll just do that. Find high score value. High score text. No. I don't know if this will break anything. High score text equals last zero. So I could probably just put this here instead. Why is that a problem? Oh, because of this. Level manager instance, that's score to string. How about it? Let's see what we got here. Uh-oh. I'm gonna assume that maybe that doesn't exist. Ship game object. Score text object. If score text object. Okay. Then I probably don't have to even check this. Have you seen a horror movie, a new recent horror movie called Malignant?
I've heard of it. I even got it, but I never watched it.
I think you would like it.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I wanted to see the one about the sheep baby.
Sheep Baby?
Yeah.
I would only watch it if it hasn't been spoiled for you, I guess. I don't know.
If what hasn't been spoiled, Malignant?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Nothing comes to mind.
What's Sheep Baby? What is that?
I forget what it's called, but it's like a movie about the supposed to be like a metaphor for something, but in the story their child has like a sheep's head or something.
Oh.
It's one of those movies that won like Sundance, Cannes Film Festival stuff. Provocative, exciting. This really shows us what the world of sheep babies is like.
You thought you knew Sheep Babies.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's like a style now, especially that whole like Cannes, French film, whatever. It's become a parody of itself. Where it used to be a place where like actual good movies would like shine, right? Ones that's like snuck by the radar is now just another commercialized things that can be used in a commercial. And one of the main thematic things with this kind of commercial is it starts out with like a very pretentious violin song that starts really fancy, and there's like a screech of the violin at one point, and then the crazy part of the trailer happens. And that's when they show like, oh, Cannes Film Festival 2000 and blah 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 blah. They try to do like a very minimalistic foreign film take on it because of the film festivals. Is that one of those levels of Mario that you can just like stay in place and nothing will hit you?
Oh, no, there's like something wrong with maybe. I hadn't thought about it. But stuff is off. Oh no, I got hit. Like you can see the camera is not pointing at what it should be. It's also like what happened to the camera? Why is it at 0? It should be at -1. All right, and then why is it there? Right, it should be not at 0, 4. It has a position that it's supposed to be at. It has a position where it is supposed to be.
When you do you reset those values when you restart the game?
No,
The values that decide where it is on the X?
no. It just seems to be very random, right? You can see here it's like it's fixed. Here, there's nothing that sets it. To my knowledge.
Oh, it doesn't. I thought that's how you went through the levels as you moved on the.
No. Everything else moves on the x-axis toward you.
Okay.
You stay in place while everything
how are you
looks
storing-
like it's moving.
How are you
How are you storing the element events then?
They're right
Like
here.
the enemies coming in. I know, but how are you differentiate level 1 between level 2?
It's a different scene. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Oh, and all that, those are just like hard-coded events, basically?
Yep. They're all objects in the scene. And based on how fast these things move, each unit of time, well, each unit here is basically 1 second of time. So the first ship won't arrive until about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seconds into the game. And that's mostly because of this dialogue that happens at the beginning. But this whole camera thing is bugging me. Unless there's something in the camera that, like, let me see. What's in the awake? Anything? Position. I'm updating the position based on the player, but the player has to exist. And even then, I'm only updating the Y position. I'm never changing the X position of the camera.
Have you ever watched Videodrome? Videodrome?
I think you told me about that one too. And no,
I know I've mentioned it a few times. That's an old movie with piece of candy guy. What's his name? Something Woods.
Yeah, James Woods.
James Woods. There was another movie called Existenz with Jude Law.
I think I
Yeah, it's sponsored by that company with the golf course commercials. No, it's a movie along the same kind of guys as Videodrome.
Okay.
And I would also classify They Live under that similar category. Yeah, I would say Videodrome is like a mix of They Live and The Thing. Cause we are ninja too.
So this should also happen only if the player exists. Either way, that would generate an error. So I don't fucking know. Shake intensity should start off with 0, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. That's flippin' weird, man. Flippin' weird. Could be the fact that the main camera has some property. Like, what does a level do? Like, here it's defined as and level doesn't have a position. It's just a root object. So as long as level is at 0, 0, the main camera should not move. When I start the level from scratch, it's in the right position.
Right, that's why I was asking about the reset. What does it?
When I do
so
it,
if you start the game and you die and you play again, is it already offset?
hold on, that was specifically though level 1, 4. Let me look at that, see if everything's set up correct. Background world 1, 1, 2. It's the same setup, Main camera 5, 3.8. Everything's the same. Levels at 0, 0. No overrides. What could be happening? Got the title. Continue. Yeah. let's do this. Let's finish level 1-1. Okay, beat level 1-1. So now when I continue, I should go to level 1-2.
Oh, I was like, what? I love how the robot was like, I guess we're dying now.
Oh yeah, he just follows you, no matter what.
To the abyss. Do you have extra? You only have 1 life, right?
Huh? This one loaded fine. No, there's no extra lives.
If you did, you could have him be like Lilu, or I think his name is Lilu, something like that, from the Super Mario Kart. It fishes you out of.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. He's somewhat like sacrifices himself, but you get to live.
That would be awesome.
Kind of like almost like the barrel in Donkey Kong. Not really, but kind of. But the fact that
Kinda
like
like
once
what you do
when
with
you do
Yoshi.
have the second player, and you die, you just become the other player. That's how Donkey Kong worked anyway. Oh,
Right.
what happens now?
Yeah, I mean,
That's gotta do something about that. No jumping out of the ship when game's over. That's nice. Take that, ships.
it would be awesome if you could.
What
make
happened to
it
this guy? Oh, that was part of this thing. It just stops.
If you could jump on and off of birds. So like they're flying away and you're like, douche, douche.
Ah!
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of funny.
It'd be like, did Hot Rod did it, I think, right? Did Hot Rod do? I know Kung Fu Hustle did it. For some reason, I feel like I think it's just because he was like heart of a condor. I don't know. Speed of a cheetah.
So 89,000 is my high score, I guess. Alright. New game or continue. Alright, it reloaded it just fine. So why does it only reload that one level terribly? Even though it loaded just fine earlier when I advanced from level 2 to level 3. Or sorry, level 3 to level 4. It's level 4 that had the weird loading issue. Let me try it from level 3, I guess, then.
Get on.
Go to title, do continue, because I just done level 3. If level 4 loads... Oh, the music doesn't start playing. Oh. The music doesn't start unless you start the game normally. Did I beat the level or what? I guess I didn't. What's still in the scene? Oh, just because of this null pointer exception? Nothing wants to work anymore? Ah, of course. course that had to happen. Come on, man. Oh, that's interesting. This time it loaded this level wrong. There is some weird issue there. I wonder what it is. What causes this? This is the camera to be in the fucking wrong spot. I don't know. That's a problem for another day. Let's go to my notes and add that bug there. Unless I already added it. Player set by help not indicated. Player fall animation. Nope. Alright. Camera loads into position 040 sometimes when a scene loads from another scene. Not sure why. Okay. So what do I got here? I got high scores. Don't have credits. I don't have quit on the title screen. I partially have the game over thing working. Game over screen retry, quit works. Score versus high score. I do want to make the high let's just put that kind of here. Maybe. It's like other difficulty balancing levels. Game over screen. If new high score indicate this somehow. Maybe also do special text pop-up similar to power up and save. New high score. Cool. Alright, pretty good. Saving the game. Save to player prefs. I did that. Menu option will get rid of world level to go. Continue. Menu option will get the world. Does that. Yep, so that's actually set up. Saving the game actually works. Maybe... display current world level on home screen. Or continue action. Easy enough. Man, getting close to the part where all I gotta do is fix bugs. Oh man. Okay. And the NFT integration, which Mr. Crypto is good, has to redo from scratch because he's switching platforms. Like a G.
Switching platforms?
Yeah, he's switching from Solana to Ethereum, I think.
Oh, really? Why is that?
I don't know 100% his reason.
Oh.
One that one that I would consider would be like it's just the most popular platform by far.
Was
For
Solana first? 'Cause
what?
I have heard your name around.
No,
Was
Ethereum.
Solana-
That's what I was saying as a case for switching to Ethereum.
Oh crap! I think my headset.
I guess that'll do it. Be back tomorrow. We'll do more of this. Probably some of this stuff instead. Pretty good on the whole high score thing, saving the current level, stuff like that. Probably knock out one of these things. It's Friday. Maybe we'll do something fun. I don't know. Not much left. Keep saying that, and then the list grows again, but whatever. Alrighty.